What's up? It's Tuesday, October 7th at the time of this recording. We are live, and it's WULFF DEN Podcast time, and hello. And Xbox is dying. It's failing.
Yeah, that's it. Also, I'm not getting the Twitch stream up here on my computer. That's a Will problem. So
good luck.
You don't have to.
That.
You guys don't have to worry about that. Hello, how you doing? Okay, we're live. Hey, everybody, it's podcast time. It's the WULFF DEN Podcast. How you doing? How's everybody? Everybody all right?
Yeah. Everybody, I hope everybody
looks like they're doing well.
What a day. All of the news is about Xbox not doing too hot.
Yeah, believe you me, I tried to look for other stuff to talk about.
I tried to make the topic something else.
Yeah,
but
that's
nope.
But it's kind of their fault because they keep adding things for us to talk about.
Yeah, I mean we do frequently talk about Xbox making bad decisions lately, and this is
we're
getting some more insight on some of that. Right after our podcast went live, they announced a price hike for Game Pass.
I mean,
and a restructuring of the tiers.
If they want us to stop talking about every time they make a bad decision, then maybe they should stop making bad decisions.
Yes. And then there's some other random bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's really it. But before we get into that, 1995 Poppy, thanks for the 35 months. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Oh, happy Tuesday. Junior Moster, thanks for the 36 months. Rip Xbox, the new Sega. I saw, I think, a TikTok that was talking about how people see the console wars as the big three, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And how people can't fathom one of them falling. But that's how it was in the 90s. We would never have fathomed Sega just being nah, we give up.
Yeah. I also think kids these days, if you think about it, Zoomers only really grew up with Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft.
Yeah.
We had Atari for a little bit, and then that faded away with the Jaguar.
Did Zoomers grow up with a successful Xbox?
The 360, I would say.
Did they grow up with that?
Yeah.
Zoomers?
96 is when Zoomers were born, so they would.
Or is it like me with the NES?
No, because the
NES
360 came out.
Alive.
So the oldest Zoomer would have been 9 when the 360 came out.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
Where did I leave off? LJ, thank you for the 51 months, and Making Bacon, thanks for the Prime. Atari ... Atari is an interesting case because they were the only game in town.
Yeah.
And then they just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we can get right into it.
Yep. Let's just go. This is the from October 1st. This is the official Xbox Wire press release for the Game Pass restructuring. Our goal with Game Pass has been clear: deliver unmatched value, benefits, and a deep library of games for our players. Since launching in 2015, we've steadily grown our subscriber and creator satisfaction, and today, creator participation and player engagement in Game Pass are at an all-time high. But we have the opportunity for Game Pass to help more players find the creators and games they love. Starting today, we are introducing 3 upgraded Game Pass plans based on how players play: Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. Each includes expanded game libraries, including PC titles, unlimited cloud gaming, in-game benefits, including Riot game titles, and a revamped rewards with Xbox experience. Today's Game Pass core subscribers will automatically move to Essential, standard subscribers will transition to Premium, and Ultimate subscribers will remain Ultimate. And then it breaks down what each tier is and the pricing. Should we just skip to the shocking one, the big one?
Yeah, I want to know how much each tier went up. So there's no core anymore.
No, core became Essential.
And Essential was the middle, and now it's the bottom.
No, okay. Standard was the middle.
Okay. Which one of these is standard?
Shut up and I'll explain.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay, so core was the bottom rung, the bottom tier one.
Yes.
That became Essential. The price is staying $9.99 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yep.
What they did with that was they basically, instead of giving you 25 random games,
Yes.
You now have a library of 50 games, plus cloud streaming, plus online multiplayer.
So you didn't have cloud streaming before in the bottom tier.
Correct.
So is this more closely related to the previous middle tier?
It is more in line with the middle tier.
Okay.
The old middle tier was standard, and now it is called premium. Premium is, what is that?
It's 200 plus games.
200 plus games. It is $15 a month. You get, all tiers are now PC, console, and cloud. So that's important. 200. So standard premium tier is 200 plus games. Unlimited cloud gaming with shorter wait times. The big one.
There were wait times.
Yeah, apparently. So I forgot to mention this before. Essentials, no first party Xbox games immediately.
Oh.
Premium, you get new Xbox published games within a year.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
This is the most upsetting thing.
New Xbox published games within 1 year. Asterisk, that does not include Call of Duty.
This is shocking.
So
this is the most disappointing part of this whole thing to me. Because you know how much we held on to the day one games.
Yeah.
That was the big deal with Game Pass. And now they're ripping it from us.
So,
and their biggest first party game.
Yeah.
We are not getting that either.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There is a story about that.
So, and then there's Ultimate. That's now a library of 400 games. They say 75 plus day one games a year, including all Xbox published games day one. That includes Call of Duty.
Oh.
You get access to Ubisoft Plus Classics, EA Play, unlimited cloud gaming at the best quality with the shortest wait times, and Fortnite Crew, which is an $11.99 value included in the new Game Pass Ultimate Bundle for $30 a month.
I was hearing the most memes about the Fortnite Crew edition.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares about that.
Chances are...
That's a weird thing to include.
Chances are, if you want Fortnite Crew, you're subscribed to Fortnite Crew anyway.
It makes a little more sense that it's including Ubisoft Plus and EA Play and Fortnite Crew. That's just kind of like all third parties roped into one. That makes a little bit more sense. Locking the first party games day one behind the most expensive tier, I think is just very upsetting. Also, I didn't know there were wait times that for cloud streaming. What is that about? I've never heard
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Is that a new thing? Are they going to start prioritizing the ultimate people for cloud streaming? I guess that would make the most sense. Yeah. This all just got so much worse. So I was initially going to say it sounds like they just got rid of the base tier and made everything PC and console to sort of simplify it, and then raise the prices because they got rid of the base tier. But it sounds like they restructured a lot and got rid of a lot of great benefits that Game Pass had.
Yeah, they made it worse across the board. I will say, to their defense, I do think this tiered structure is a lot more coherent and easier to understand than it was previously.
I think that's important.
Yes.
Because it was insane before. Having to decide, it was really complicated if you wanted to play on PC or console, or maybe you only wanted console and you didn't want PC. That there were way too many options.
Yeah.
And now just 3 tiers is a little bit easier.
Well, not included in this article is that technically there's still 4 tiers because there's Game Pass PC only. Oh. And that got a price increase to I think like $17 a month.
So it's slightly more than the premium tier.
Correct.
Do we know what the old prices were?
Well,
I would like to compare.
Okay. So Essential and Premium didn't change price. because core became essential, and that was always $10 a month. Standard became premium, that was always $15 a month. The big change is ultimate, because now that is $30 a month. It was previously, what was it, $18 a month?
Yeah, and that's the only.
No, it was $20 a month.
That's the only one where you can get day one games.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest benefit.
That was the whole selling point of Game Pass.
That's what I was holding on to the most. Oh, that's extremely.
So now when Forza Horizon 6 comes out, whenever that comes out, if you have the premium tier, you're not going to be able to play it until like within the span of a year.
I'm spoiled. I don't want to pay to play the game.
Yeah.
I want to play it through my Game Pass subscription. And also, it sounds to me like they're adding cloud streaming wait times. That's
probably
that is also another huge
that's
upsetting.
That's to incentivize you to pay for the $30. You know,
that's crazy. I get a lot of free 3 months or whatever with all my little devices. I go to redeem them and it tells me I can't.
Oh, they
I get a lot of weird and it will always annoy me. It'll say, you got a free thing, go redeem it. I'll click redeem and it'll go, no, you can't.
Yeah.
But it'll stay there.
Because
I can't get rid of it.
Because it knows how many times you redeem those free trials. Yeah, Apple does the same thing. That's why now I have to pay for Apple TV Plus. I've used all my free trials.
It's
maybe Best Buy should just stop giving out free trials for no reason, huh? Maybe blame Best Buy, don't blame me.
And then you're spoiling our mother, and now she doesn't want to pay for anything.
And then I buy her a gift card specifically to watch Apple TV Plus, and then she doesn't watch Apple TV Plus. And
I want so badly to just put my credit card information in, but I'm afraid she's gonna spend my money thinking it's free.
She went through her gift card faster than she's supposed to, I think, because she's spending the money on other things. And I told her,
and thinking that it's free.
Yes, yes.
It's like a kid in Fortnite with E-Bucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm seeing what the chat has to say. Base tier, I guess, got an upgrade. Well, not really. It sounds like they just got rid of it.
Yeah. I mean,
they moved some stuff around.
They put it more in line with the other tiers, I will say, because having PC, console, and cloud on all three tiers, they should have been there. That's the other thing too, because before it was you had Game Pass console, Game Pass core, Game Pass console plus PC, Game Pass console plus PC plus streaming. So there were all these different versions you could get. This is much more simplified across the board. Really, the difference is in how many games you get per month, or how many games in the library when the new games come, and how good your streaming quality is.
So we don't have this as an article, but there was a rumor, a pretty credible rumor, that they were testing a free tier, and they've been testing a free tier
with ads
for a while.
Yeah.
Why in the holy name of fuck didn't they launch the free tier with this? Because it would have softened the blow dramatically.
Two things I can think of. One, it probably wasn't ready to announce.
They could have canceled it.
Yeah. And two, clearly people are idiots over there. Nobody really knows what they're doing.
Obviously, people are going to be upset that you're raising the price of the most expensive tier and getting rid of our day one games.
Yeah.
If you launched it with a free tier, we can be like, look, you can play games, you can play Xbox games for free. Anywhere you want. Your phone, you can play Xbox games for free. That would be such a huge move.
Yeah. I mean, this is the free tier was the ad supported tier, the rumored ad supported tier.
That's fine.
But I talked about this on the Nerd Nest podcast. Check it out, this week's Nerd
Which
Nest
I
podcast.
just learned you did. I had no idea.
Look, man, I don't have to tell you when I do other podcasts.
You don't.
I'm my own man.
You don't.
I'm my own man.
I just didn't know.
I'm doing the circuit. I got an album coming out too, Taylor. Watch it back.
I guess I gotta
promote my album.
Okay. Nerd Nest podcast.
Anywho, we talked about what does ad tier mean? Obviously they're going to show an ad, but how do they integrate it into the game experience? Do they show an ad before you play? Is there a cryon on the bottom of the screen? Are you just about Are you in the middle of an epic Street Fighter tournament and you're about to lay the final blow on Bison, and then all of a sudden cut to a McDonald's ad? Like,
Yeah, Spawnwave had a fun meme where
Yeah.
he said, imagine the Call of Duty lobbies where you have to wait for everybody in the lobby to finish watching their ad
Yeah.
before you actually like queue to get into the lobby.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they have an ad-supported tier for GeForce Now,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how it. I think you just watch an ad and then you play the game. I think
Yeah.
that's all it is. But the wait times are much longer on the free tier.
Yeah.
Just like and that could be why they have different tiers for wait times. It could be because of the anticipation for a free tier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was a huge missed opportunity if they needed to raise the price, which it sounds like they did,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not doing too good.
Yeah.
If they needed to raise the price and they're going to do a free tier, why wouldn't they do it all at once? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, they didn't just raise the price
Okay.
of the most expensive version. They also scrapped the Xbox Game Pass discount on all games and DLC purchases.
Okay, so that I didn't even know there was a discount.
Yeah.
It was like PlayStation, how PlayStation Plus has a
Yeah,
discount. Okay.
Yeah. Last week, as part of the controversial changes made to Game Pass, Microsoft has found to have pulled the 10% discount on DLC for Game Pass games that Ultimate subscribers were able to get, seemingly in favor of its new reward scheme. This news first emerged when the Call of Duty community noticed that Ultimate subscribers were no longer eligible for 10% off COD point purchases, as well as Black Cell, the more expensive version of Call of Duty's Battle Pass that can only be bought directly with real-world money for $29.99. The discount was seen as highly valuable for fans who play Call of Duty via Game Pass. But fans discovered that the discount removal extended beyond Call of Duty to encompass the majority of individual DLC packs for Game Pass. None of this was mentioned in last week's Ultimate subscription price raise announcement. Microsoft has now confirmed to IGN the changes and pointing subscribers to its official website for more information. Quote, this is not specific to any one game and reflects all games and DLC purchases. Instead of discount on the purchases, Ultimate and Premium subscribers will earn 10% and 5% respectively in points when purchasing select games and add-ons from the Game Pass library. Ultimate members continue to have 20% discount on select games from Game Pass library. On top of that, all rewards members will earn points when shopping games and add-ons on the store with premium, while Premium and Ultimate subscribers will earn even more, 2 times and 4 times respectively. See more details on the Game Pass rewards program here. So, I not mentioned previously, but like they've also like restructured how Xbox rewards work with the new Game Pass tiers. So instead of getting discounts, you just earn rewards points. You can spend your rewards points on the Microsoft Store. I didn't bring them up because honestly, I don't think this is good. I think this is a dumb thing.
Ultimate members continue to have 20% discounts on select games from the Game Pass.
From the Game Pass library. So those are games that are already in the Game Pass.
So you're already able to play.
Yeah.
And then if you want to buy it, you can get 20%. Okay,
Exactly.
well, that's kind
Yeah.
of stupid because you're already paying for Game Pass.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they should have said it.
This deal's getting worse all the time.
This deal's getting worse all the time. That's something that they absolutely should have said. So you
Mhm.
get like points,
Yeah.
but like who cares?
Mm-hmm.
We want the discounts. Yeah, this is making. God, it's making Game Pass such a worse deal.
I know.
And people used to call it the best deal in gaming, and I saw somebody tweet, "Is this not the best deal in gaming anymore?" And I, you know what? I'll say the best deal in gaming for a while has been a 2DS. It's $70,
Yeah.
and you can play a lot of games on
Yeah.
a 2DS.
Yeah, you can.
The Wedge specifically,
Yeah.
people don't like the Wedge. But
No.
$70.
I mean,
that's why nobody wants it. So
The
it's
new
$70.
2DS XL is probably the best version of that system. Like 3DS, 2DS.
Yeah, but
whatever.
people want
But
that
people
one.
want that, so
Yeah.
it's still retail.
The
price.
Wedge is not bad, and it's $70.
Yeah.
It's easy to hack. Put an R4 in there,
Yeah.
and you're good.
I mean, unless you want to play latest and greatest, then the best deal in gaming is a Steam Deck.
That is also
Yeah.
true. And there are a lot of Steam sales.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially now the $330. What is it? $330 or $320 for the cheapest Steam
Yeah.
Deck sometimes. That might be the best deal.
$320 for the cheapest Steam Deck, as opposed to $360 for a year of Game Pass Ultimate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's upsetting.
That's the Xbox 360, baby. It's back.
I see people all the time being like, should I get a Steam Deck or should I get an Ally X, or should I get a Steam Deck or should I get an Ein Odin? And it's like, the answer is always going to be Steam Deck. And then if you want one of those other things, sure. But if you're even considering a Steam Deck versus the other things, then it's probably the Steam Deck. It's so much cheaper.
Yeah.
And can do everything that you want.
Cheaper, easier to use.
There's people who would be fine with just a more expensive PC handheld and that's it. But you'll know. You'll know if you're that guy. If you're asking me, then don't spend the extra $800 on a PC handheld.
It's so funny. They I'm looking up the price of a Series S, and they call it the best value in gaming. That is so cute. That is so cute. So
last week we talked about how that also the console prices went up.
So like the Series S was like kind of pitched as the Game Pass machine in a way, because it was underpowered, but like combined with Game Pass, you get access to all of these games and like you can stream them all and whatnot. So the best value in gaming per Microsoft now retails the low tier model at $400. That plus the subscription to Game Pass Ultimate, $360. You're spending now $760 on the Xbox experience.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope that you're getting you're getting something and paying and getting locked into their subscription service. I mean, you don't have to pay for the subscription service.
Right.
Something like a Series S is all digital, so that's like that's the pipeline is you get the Series S and then you get the subscription. The barrier to entry needs to be ground floor. It needs to be, which is that streaming one that they wanted to make. They couldn't get the price low enough.
Yeah.
But like that would have been it.
Well,
like,
clearly
a little box that's like $100 and then you just pay for the service and it pays for itself.
Well, clearly price is not a factor anymore, so maybe now they can put it out.
For $400.
Yeah. I don't know, but it sucks because like they're Sony's guilty of this too, Nintendo's guilty of this too. Like they're pricing people out of gaming. Yeah. With all the high costs and stuff. The barrier to entry is so high now.
It's the market condition. But Xbox seems to be the most egregious of all the companies right now, and it must be because they're not doing too great. And some evidence of that is their Black Ops lost them a lot of money on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Black Ops 6. That was 2 games ago?
That was last game.
The last game.
No, last year was Black Ops 6.
And then this year 7?
Yeah. Right?
It's so dumb.
In a report from Bloomberg, the outlet talked to current and former workers at Microsoft about the Activision deal and the Game Pass hike. One interviewee, who has remained anonymous, said that last year, in total, Xbox gave up around $300 million in sales of Call of Duty on console and PCs. While reports on Black Ops 6's sales being positive came out, Bloomberg brings up that IGN discovered that 86% of it was due to PlayStation players buying it. Furthermore, many of the interviewees Bloomberg talked to said how Game Pass is a detriment to Microsoft, costing it more than it should. The loss of $300 million from Microsoft is a huge hit, especially since it seems like a good deal. Activision's multi-billion-dollar franchise Call of Duty is likely seemed like the perfect acquisition for Xbox. Unfortunately, as we can see from the massive layoffs and now Game Pass's price hike, it's cost the company more than it'd like. The situation only looks to worsen as many fans have already canceled their subscriptions and put Xbox behind. Despite an impressive upcoming lineup with Ninja Gaiden 4 and The Outer Worlds 2, it may take some time before Microsoft gets back up, if ever.
So my first thought about this is, why isn't anybody talking about the Game Pass acquisitions that Call of Duty is bringing? So of course it's going to lose $300 million or a lot of money because it's going to move people to getting Game Pass subscriptions. But shut the fuck up before you say anything. Then we see that they're getting rid of day one games.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe people are not going from getting Call of Duty to getting Game Pass and keeping the Game Pass subscription. people are leaving, or it's just not sustainable and not worth it in the way that I once previously thought. So, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the dream of the Netflix of gaming just isn't there. You know, it's not the same market, it's not the same form of entertainment. Like, you can't really do what you can with Netflix or Spotify and apply it to gaming necessarily.
Not in the same way. I think that there's a world where Game Pass works in the way that they want, but taking one of the, if not the biggest franchises in all of gaming and putting it on a subscription model needs a lot more love than this.
Yeah.
You need to, you can't just slap it into Game Pass and be like, oh, we lost $300 million. What now? Like, if your whole strategy to just try to get people to move over to Game Pass, you need to make it worth their while. You need to do something there. You know, maybe market it as, hey, if you like Call of Duty, get it on Game Pass and we will always update it for you and you can get any Call of Duty that you want.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right here. Because there's a Call of Duty HQ is the app on the PC.
Yeah.
Like, what if everything is right there? You know, and like, obviously it's going to take a lot of time to like figure that out. But they should have taken that time to figure it out.
Yeah, no. Well, they can't take that time because Call of Duty has to come out every year, regardless of whether or not it's done.
Yeah.
So they don't have the time to figure that out. They just got to fart out a Call of Duty game every November.
Yeah.
No matter what. No matter regime changes or company mergers or layoffs or bugs or what have you. The biggest lie I ever read, one of the biggest lies I ever read in a video game interview was when notable idiot Bobby Kotick said that they would delay a Call of Duty game if they felt that they needed to delay it. And the Call of Duty game has not been delayed in the 25 years that has been a franchise.
Yeah, they have just been shitting the games out.
Yeah.
They've been taking a big dump and that's your game.
The 3-studio system that they purport to have doesn't work, and it hasn't worked in years because they keep having to get other studios in to help every year.
Yeah, it's all one now. Like they're all, it's not 3 studios. They're not passing it along. It's just they're all just kind of farting them all out. Bad.
Yeah.
Trevel says, to be fair, the games aren't exactly breaking new ground. There's not a lot of ground to break with Call of Duty, but also you're right.
But think about this. Battlefield 6 is getting a lot of positive buzz right now. That series takes breaks. They don't release a Battlefield every year. Like, they take breaks, and I think the breaks are good for DICE and the developers so that they can figure out what needs to happen.
And the downfall of Call of Duty will be very good for Battlefield. People are getting stale with Call of Duty, and they're gonna move over to Battlefield. And this has happened before.
Yeah,
exactly the same situation. And that'll be fine. Battlefield is also not good. Battlefield suffers from almost the same exact shit that Call of Duty does. It's just a bland shooter. Like, I played Battlefield, the beta, and it was fine. And it was a nice little throwback to like old Battlefield days, but it is just a bland shooter.
Right.
So, I mean, it's got cool environment destruction stuff.
I mean, look, it just has to be different enough from Call of Duty to entice people over.
And it is. But I'm just saying, don't give them too much credit as like a studio. Like, they're still kind of shitting out Battlefield 6 as well. Like, they're taking a lot longer on it, but it's gonna end up in the same place. That being said, I don't even hate Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is, I think it's fun. I just think that it was fun when it came out on the Xbox 360, and it's barely changed.
That's the problem.
They just happened to make a really, really, really good game, and they just keep the game over and over again. There has been a lot of tweaks from back then. If you go back and play an Xbox 360,
I'm sure now,
but they're all incremental changes. This is fucking like 20 years ago. So anyway, Now, Battlefield's whole thing is destructible environments.
Mm-hmm.
And there's destructible environments, it's cool and whatever. But the finals does really good destructible.
Really?
It's really good. Because, like, it's kind of like a capture the flag kind of thing. And you
Yeah.
can, like, blow up the flag from underneath it and steal it. It's, like, fucking awesome.
That's cool.
Anyway. Any notifications for us? Sachi, thanks for the 23 months. And I believe that is... we got more Microsoft news still, though.
Yes.
Let's plow through the rest.
Okay. Microsoft denies that they're getting out of the hardware business. Recently, a rumor swirled online that Microsoft was canceling its next-generation Xbox plans, but that apparently is not true. Microsoft said in a statement that it is actively investing in its future first-party consoles and devices that are designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. The statement, shared with Windows Central, pointed fans to the announcement from June this year that Microsoft is working with AMD on future consoles and devices. At the time, Xbox President Sarah Bond said Microsoft and AMD will work together to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next-generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. In February 2024, Bond said that the next Xbox would offer the largest technological leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation.
The Asus is also AMD, so that's what they mean when they say "and in your hands."
Yeah. The rumor that Microsoft had canceled future Xbox hardware plans stemmed from a NeoGAF forum member, Sneakers SO, who said plans for future Xbox hardware had morphed from really concrete to up in the air. The internet did what the internet does and extrapolated from this that plans for future Xbox devices made by Microsoft had been canceled, even though the source did not say that.
We saw some leaks a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Brooklyn console, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they're just changing plans. Like, I'd imagine they're just moving things around,
Yeah.
especially with the market conditions.
Yes.
So, and again, I would like to see them move more towards an open platform. Like, let me play the games wherever I want.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're, especially with the friggin' Xbox full screen experience on getting onto PCs.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like, it's not confirmed, but it sounds like the Xbox full screen experience will just be in a Windows update. So, like, if you have a Windows computer, you might just be able to get the Xbox full screen, but you turn your PC on and it just boots up the full screen experience like it's SteamOS.
Yeah.
So, that there's a potential future that's like that. And just I would like to see them not shift focus over to that, because I do think consoles are still important, but I would like to see them have more parity with PCs. Because right now, Xbox, it's not like a PC platform, even though it's Microsoft. Microsoft is the PC platform. I saw an article somewhere asking, like, they were talking about how consoles are the affordable gaming device. They're the ones that get you into gaming. They're the barrier to entry. You know, you just get a console and it's usually cheap and the games are, there and everything's easy. That's not the case right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But with the the price hikes across the board, with I don't have an article for it, but like the PlayStation 5, like the all digital one, that got a price hike and they're lowering the internal storage of it.
Yeah, we talked about that on the show. Yeah.
Well, now it's coming out in Europe and they're finding like all the differences of it. Apparently it's a matte finish instead of a gloss finish.
That cheaper?
I guess. Yeah, it's just, and the Switch too was like $450. Nintendo is traditionally like the lower price system.
Now, I'll say getting a PC is still just more expensive. Like yeah, it's always more expensive, but now console hardware is getting more expensive, so is PC hardware. So it's not a viable alternative.
Yeah.
But with things like game streaming and Xbox Game Pass and cloud streaming and Play Anywhere and whatever, you can play a lot of games on a lot of different devices that you might already have, like your phone or a tablet or any computer that you already have. So that is kind of where I think a lot of people are going to start playing their games. They're going to grow up playing games like that on just whatever they have already. That's their gaming device.
Yeah.
Like an iPad or something. It's not gonna be like Dad, can I get an Xbox?
And especially because like most of the games people are playing are, Fortnite and Roblox, and like these are like games that can run on phones. Like you don't really need that powerful hardware to play them.
I don't know about Roblox.
Well, you can play it on them.
I mean, you don't need powerful hardware, but you can't. It's not as easy as Fortnite,
right? But still, like you don't need powerful hardware, and it's like cross-platform.
Yeah.
So like,
is it? That's what I think. Isn't it only PC? Roblox?
I could have sworn there was a.
I don't know if there's like a straight up mobile because that game is weird.
Roblox is in the App Store.
Because that game, there's like servers and shit.
Yeah. Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, Xbox One, MetaQuest 2, MetaQuest Pro, and PS4.
You can play Roblox on PS4?
Yeah. Also, apparently Roblox came out in 2006.
So users have reported performance and UI issues with the PlayStation version compared to other platforms. You can download it from the PlayStation Store by searching for Roblox, nailing it to your library to play, similar to other free-to-play PlayStation. Okay. It's just there. Okay. I have no idea how Roblox works.
Me neither. Honestly, I have no idea how Fortnite works. I thought it was just a shooting game. Apparently,
well, now they went the Roblox route.
Right.
It was just a shooting game, and then they added like build, and then they added like all these fucking like game modes and like a creator thing, and you or kind of like how in Grand Theft Auto you can like make like maps and shit.
Yeah.
They did shit like that, and they got nuts with it.
I just want to play as Bender, running around shooting people, but can't buy Bender anymore. I don't even know how the store works where you can buy characters at all.
It is very annoying that characters go out of stock.
Yeah. I mean, I understand like licensing deals end and stuff, but like the store just doesn't make sense to me. I think I got it once because I wanted to see what it was about. And like just navigating the menu was so confusing.
Yeah, the menu is very all these free-to-play games, they do that on purpose.
Well, yeah. But
Fortnite is kind of fun though. Fortnite's not bad.
I've heard Fortnite is good. Like I want to give it a try, but like you put all the fancy characters in. I want to play as a fancy character, but I have to play as a fancy character that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play as Superman because Superman with a gun just doesn't work with my brain.
Yeah, that's very weird.
I heard about how One Punch Man works. Did you hear about this?
No. What is it?
So in the canon of One Punch Man, like he's the most powerful being on the planet, and like nothing can stop him. So, but in Fortnite, you are not playing as One Punch Man. You are playing as Saitama is his name?
Yes.
You were playing as Saitama, playing Saitama in Fortnite.
So why do they even need to do that?
I guess
because then how do you explain Batman with a gun? Like
exactly. Like
why do they?
I think it's a power thing because like nobody can beat One Punch Man. So rather than have you fight, because apparently like it's the actual character. Like Batman in Fortnite is actual DC Comics Earth 1 Batman.
Even though he has a gun.
Even though he has a gun. Saitama is a digital avatar being controlled by actual Saitama.
Well, my question is why even have the need to explain it? If you're not going to explain anything else.
Because like apparently Fortnite has this grand lore that is so important to it.
There is lore, and I guess they do bring in licensed characters, but like there's a lot more to explain than just that.
This is the type of thing where like when you have to justify your own lore, you have to bend over backwards to justify your own lore, like there's a problem.
Well, just fuck the story. Like I just want to run around as Sabrina Carpenter shooting Superman in the head,
But no, like now there has to be context, and like sometimes
I don't need context as to why
sometimes
Sabrina
it doesn't work.
Is running around.
You shouldn't need context, but like they felt important for there to be context.
Where are we? Oh, there's one more Xbox story. Cloud gaming launches and it's got a 1440p resolution.
Xbox Cloud Gaming is finally coming out of its preview state more than 5 years after the streaming service first launched in 2020. We're officially removing the beta tag from Xbox Cloud Gaming, says Dustin Blackwell, Director of Gaming and Platform Communications at Microsoft. The beta tag removal coincides with some key changes for Xbox Cloud Gaming, and the big price increase to Game Pass Ultimate. Microsoft is also expanding Game Pass Cloud Gaming to more Game Pass tiers and improving its streaming quality and resolution exclusively for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. We'll have our highest streaming quality yet for Ultimate subscribers, said Blackwell. It'll go up to 1440p for select games and devices and still deliver the shortest wait times for players. Some cloud gaming users already spotted 1440p support in games like Avatar Frontiers of Pandora last month, with bit rates that can peak at 27 megabytes per second. Most cloud gaming streams average at 10 megabits, and some devices are able to access a better 17 megabits. The upgraded to 27 should greatly reduce artifacting and improve visual quality for some streams. 27
megabits per second is a lot.
Yeah.
For a video. This is a video stream. It's game streaming, but it's essentially a video stream.
Yeah.
27 megabits per second is very good. For context, Twitch allows 1440p streaming and the max bit rate is 10,000.
Right.
Actually, I think they upped it from 8, which was previously 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 27 is like a huge jump from that. So that's cool. And 1440p, I think, is a great resolution. I think 4K is too much for most games and not really necessary. And 1440p usually allows you higher frame rates. So I'd rather have the higher frame rate than higher resolution.
Yeah.
So 1440p is great. This doesn't say anything about frame rate, but I'd assume that, I'm pretty sure, Xbox cloud streaming max frame rate. Pretty sure you could do the whole 120, right? 60.
Okay.
Oh no, while some games can achieve 120 on a local Xbox. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Because there's like Moonlight and there's like a lot of stuff that I think even GeForce Now supports 120.
Yeah.
So get on that. Get the frame rate higher. 1440p is cool though.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's just do the backlog.
Okay.
Let's try the backlog again. Backlog! 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 Hey guys, welcome to the backlog.
The Backlog is a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast. That's this podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of over 1,051 games spanning 40 years of existence on this planet. We're going to pick one of those games at random and talk about it regardless of whether or not we've played it.
340.
340. That would be Kirby Star Allies for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
You're going to have to talk about this one.
I don't know this one. Star Allies?
Kirby Star Allies for the Nintendo Switch.
What is it? So this is not Forgotten Land, which is the good one.
Right.
This I'm assuming is the bad one.
Kirby Star Allies is a 2018 action platform game developed by HAL Laboratories and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch.
This is
the platformer, the 2D platformer.
Is this not a remake?
I don't think it's a remake.
I think it's a remake.
No, it's not a remake. I think it is. I think it's supposed to be like reminiscent of like older Kirby games because it's 2D.
I thought this was a Wii game.
No.
All right, well, it's fine. I mean, 2D Kirby is like super like baby's first video game, so like it's good and like playing with friends is like fun and whatever.
Yeah.
But like it is just a 2D like very simple side scroller. It's cool to like suck up other people and get their abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
And it leads to some cool interactions with some of the like the elemental abilities that you get or whatever. But overall it's like it's nothing like, you know, exciting.
Yeah.
I would say. This is the first Kirby Switch game. Came out in the first year of the Switch, says Griffinix.
Yeah.
This must have been around the time when I was buying every first-party Nintendo game and playing it and streaming it.
Yep.
I am so happy those days are over because I don't feel obligated to play games like this. Normally, a game like this, I would see it and I would go, that's cool. That's not for me. But at that time, I was trying every single little thing. So the footage we're seeing now, they have CPU characters that are like following them around. I thought I played this with another human person.
Well, it wasn't me because I've never played this game before.
Well, you know what? Vamp a little bit. I think I could pull up my gameplay.
So I think the game you're thinking of is Kirby's Return to Dreamland from the Wii.
Oh, yes.
So that game was based on a canceled GameCube Kirby game. But that canceled GameCube Kirby game not only inspired Return to Dreamland, it inspired later installments in the Kirby series like Star Allies, like Superstar.
I found the gameplay stream with Kirby Star Allies. This was uploaded to this podcast channel.
Oh.
On September 1st, 2018. And the stream was from March 18th. So that was a late upload.
Yeah.
60 views if you want to go see it. I'm pretty sure I played with AJ. This is from our parents' basement because the lighting's great.
Yeah.
Who? No, CPUs. I played with CPUs.
Oh, wow.
Okay. AJ was there, though. He is there talking. So this is exactly the gameplay that we saw from the other guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the most of the game that I played was this 2-hour and 47-minute live stream.
When did you say this live stream was?
March 18th, 2018.
Okay, the game came out on March 16th.
Yep. This was me just feeling obligated to play this game. I don't recommend this game. Unless you're a baby, unless you're a little man.
It's hard to recommend Kirby games because, like, you know, we're old. And like obviously we can play these games and like beat these games no problem. But like
because we're great gamers.
Because we're great gamers. Yeah. But like, you know, and like most of our audiences are like adults. So they're not going to be interested in this. But like, you know, maybe to like a mom who needs a game for their kid, like, would you recommend it to them?
No. So Forgotten Land is the best Kirby game that exists, period. Full stop. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is also a little baby game. It is a 3D game, so it's, I guess, a little more complicated if you're like a small child who doesn't have a lot of motor skills.
Right.
But Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I enjoyed it because I challenged myself to play it without getting hit at all. And if I got hit, I would kill myself in the game. So it made the game a lot harder for me, and it turned the game into something I thought was really fun.
Okay.
So I kind of made my own fun in that game. But I think that there probably is some fun to be had even without modifying the game in that way. But that is the far superior Kirby game.
Okay.
So if you're interested in Kirby, just play that. If you're interested in a 2D Kirby, I don't know. Maybe get this game, but I don't know. It's hard for me to play some of the Nintendo Switch Online Kirby games.
Yeah. I mean, they did Return to Dreamland, the game this is based on. There is a deluxe version of that on Switch, and that game seemed to have gotten better reviews than Star Allies.
I think that one has co-op.
Yeah.
So you got plenty of options if you're a Kirby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this one's like anything to write home about.
Okay.
Thanks for watching the Backlog. We're gonna keep doing the podcast. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I'm a little baby man. Sounds like this game is okay, little baby. People are surprised I actually played the game. That's why I showed proof, because I knew you guys didn't believe me. Rock Band 4, no longer.
Rock Band 4 is being delisted from the PlayStation Xbox digital stores. In a message on the game's official Discord page, community manager Kyle Wynn announced the game's 10th anniversary will arrive this weekend. However, Wynn added that because the core Rock Band 4 game's music was licensed Because the core Rock Band 4's game's music was licensed for 10 years, this means the game will have to be delisted on its anniversary due to the song licenses expiring. Hey everyone, he wrote, on Sunday, October 5th, 2025, Rock Band 4 turns 10. What a ride it's been. With this milestone comes one big change. The original licenses for the core soundtracks are expiring. Because of that, Rock Band 4 will be removed from the PlayStation and Xbox digital stores. If you already own the game, nothing changes. You will keep full access and still be able to download the game and songs to any new compatible devices. The same applies to downloadable content. Songs will come down as they hit their 10-year mark, but anything you've purchased will remain in your library. We're so grateful for the passion this community has shown from the team. It's been a special experience to serve you with Rivals challenges, super deep DLC library, and the best-in-class band sim. If you've been meaning to grab a few last songs, now's the time. Thanks again.
That is really unfortunate.
That's, yeah.
What do you do about that? Because, like, I mean, obviously it would have been better to just have a lifetime license, but what do they know?
Yeah, what is lifetime in this day and age?
Yeah, I don't know.
Games getting pulled and stuff.
And, like, it's definitely not financially worth it for them to renegotiate.
No.
Because no one's buying these games anymore.
Yeah.
So that's just, that just sucks. At least there's still an opportunity to get it right now.
Well, no, because October 5th and it's the 7th.
Never mind. Sorry,
you missed your chance.
Too bad.
There
are ways to get all of these songs.
Yeah.
Clone Hero is a lot more of a pain in the ass to figure out than I thought. But there are libraries where you can just acquire all of these songs.
A total of 748 tracks have been released for Rock Band 4. Yeah.
When are we getting a 5?
That's a good question. I probably never, because now Harmonix is working on Fortnite Festival.
That's pretty popular. People actually
I've heard,
like
yeah.
Fortnite Festival.
Well, I mean, that's why all the third-party makers are doing guitars again.
Yeah.
So.
Next up, Amazon to relaunch reimagined Luna game platform. Oh, good lord. Starting with an AI-powered Snoop Dogg party game. Woo!
Amazon's cloud gaming platform is getting a big rethink in 2025, the company announced on Wednesday, promising a completely redesigned and reimagined Amazon Luna that combines innovative social party games with amazing blockbusters. In addition to streaming titles like Hogwarts Legacy, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the new Luna will include Game Night, a collection of family-friendly social party games. Game Night will offer familiar favorites like Angry Birds, Exploding Kittens, Ticket to Ride, and Clue. It will also include original games developed by Amazon, including the launch title Courtroom Chaos, starring Snoop Dogg, which Amazon describes as a human-built, AI-powered improv courtroom game where players invent outrageous characters, spin wild stories, and do whatever it takes to defend their testimonies before Judge Snoop D-O-double-G.
I'm a little interested in
that. I don't know what planet that's a good game.
I'm a little interested to, like, if you have if you're having trouble at home, a little trouble with your wife, you could be like, let's bring it in front of Judge Snoop. And you could pull up your Amazon Luna on your phone, I guess? Whatever the fuck this device is. What the hell's that thing?
That's probably
a shitty Photoshop job. What the hell's that?
Is that a Samsung Note?
Yeah, it's a tab or whatever the hell. Well, anyway, bring up your trauma with Snoop Dogg and have him deliberate.
Man, I'll tell you, Amazon, credit where credit's due. They really want to be a video game company, but it's always one step forward and 5 steps off a cliff with these guys.
What has Amazon succeeded in besides shipping products to users?
I would say their
cloud services.
Yeah, cloud services. Absolutely.
And that has to be it.
Well, I would say that they found some success with their Prime Video, movie studio stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've actually put out some good movies. They own James Bond now, so they have pardon the pun, a license to print money. They've removed all the guns from the promo images, but
Okay,
so
I understand that.
But you see it, like, I feel like at least twice a year we do an article about Amazon trying to like be a video game company and like failing miserably at
They
it.
have a great opportunity to do great things with video games.
They own Tomb Raider.
They own Tomb Raider, and they're always giving away free games.
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know why people don't see them as a valid, like, I mean, I know why, because they're a mess, but
Yeah.
like there is a clear opportunity for a better way to organize and market the gaming features that they have.
Yeah.
And they're just not doing it. Like,
I think a big problem is like Amazon is a hardline tech company, like a traditional, like, quote unquote tech company, and video games seem like a tech product, but they're more in line
they're
with
so
like,
far out of the realm.
Yeah, because they're more in line with like an art product where like it changes and morphs fluidly over time, whereas in tech everything is like hard line and like, line by line by line, things like that.
If I'm going to Amazon.com and I type in a game that I want, it should bring me into like Amazon gaming, and then there's all my Prime gaming stuff right there, on their website, and that's not a thing.
Yeah, well,
I think they have like a separate app or something for like all the Prime gaming features.
Yeah, I went to Amazon right now and I typed in Tomb Raider. First picked Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered on PS5. Next is Tomb Raider, the 2018 movie starring Alicia Vikander, not even the Angelina Jolie movies.
Is it even suggesting you to play it on Luna?
No. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Tomb Raider Underworld on the PlayStation 2.
It should say play it right now in your browser.
Yeah.
That's what it should say.
Here, if I go to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, no, it just takes me to the game page to buy the game on PS4 or
It should
Xbox
say
One.
plug in a controller, play this shit right now.
Yeah.
Then they would seriously be competing with Xbox.
Yeah.
Who said it? Was it I Am a Bullfrog? I Was a Bullfrog? Said Twitch as a successful Amazon? No. Twitch, they acquired it.
Yeah.
And they're dropping it into the ground.
Yeah.
It's not a priority for them.
Correct. Same thing happened with Comixology. So.
Which is not doing next. Nintendo denies lobbying against generative AI right before we were about to give them credit.
Yeah. Nintendo's denied reports that it has been lobbying the Japanese lawmakers against generative AI, insisting it has not had any contact with the Japanese government about the highly controversial emerging tech. The denial comes after Japanese politician Satoshi Asano posted an apology on social media after claiming Nintendo was lobbying the Japanese government. This was followed by a further apology earlier today, after which Satoshi deleted the original post. While the megacorp typically declines to comment on speculation, on this occasion, Nintendo has been keen to shoot the rumor down and stress that while it was not lobbying whether generative AI is involved or not, we will continue to take necessary actions against infringement of our intellectual property rights. Contrary to recent discussions on the internet, Nintendo has not had any contact with the Japanese government about generative AI. That's it. Send tweet.
The Nintendo was about to get credit for lobbying against generative AI.
Yeah.
But it is clear that their only intent is to protect their own IP, not so much to protect anyone else from generative.
Which is interesting, because I feel like Nintendo, of all companies, would be like the last to embrace Gen AI in their.
Yeah, I mean, they're not embracing it.
Yeah.
They are, I guess, fighting against it in their own way.
Yeah.
But really, what seemed like a noble cause is more of just an effect of them being really protective over their IP, which is usually a bad thing for everybody. But in this case, it seems to maybe have a positive effect in the long run.
Well, in April of this year, former Nintendo of America president and guy who didn't take a picture with me, Doug Bowser, said, we still believe that what makes our games special is our developers, their artistic capabilities, their insight into how people play. So there will always, italicized, going to be a human touch and a human engagement in how we develop and build our games.
Yeah, they're always just a little shy of saying we will never use AI.
Yeah.
Because AI has become kind of amalgamous. Like it's just like it's a buzzword, and people apply that to mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
So like you can't really say you're never gonna use it. But there, obviously most people are more worried about having something that is too much AI.
Yeah.
Using too much of it without enough human intervention.
Again, I didn't put this in the show notes because I really don't want to give him any more headway than he already has. But Elon Musk, big dumb loser who sucks, announced that that by next year Grok is gonna make like
the best of the AIs.
Yes, and it's gonna make a truly great AI generated video game.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a lot of questions. Also, not gonna happen next year.
No, not gonna happen. No.
It'll be canceled. He probably won't own.
He'll forget about it, and he'll see this video and he'll be reminded of it because he'll Google his own name. Well, no, he'll grok his own name, and it'll come up on X, the Everything app.
Procedurally generated video games are a thing. They're usually heavily curated. So like it'll generate things within certain parameters, and that would never be called AI until today. There would be games coming out now that'll be like, this game is AI generated when really it's procedurally generated.
Yeah.
So although a fully AI generated game using Grok, I'm sure is gonna be a whole different beast.
And I can't wait if it does actually come out, because it's going to be so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to laugh, and it will be funny, and he will become the world's first trillionaire, and I will cry.
It's hard to explain to people who have no artistic talent whatsoever why AI is generative AI the way it is now is not and will never be a replacement for actual artists. It's hard to articulate it to people.
Yeah, because I think most idiots, and I use that term strongly, they look at AI generated art and they'll say like, this is close enough.
Well,
and for a lot of people, that's okay.
You know what I think it is? I mean, yes, I think that does happen, but I think it's that the people who don't know any better and don't know the difference will just be in their slop world.
Yeah.
And the actual artists who can tell the difference and know that there's something missing and they know there's just the hollow shell.
Yeah.
Those people will relish in the human art that has meaning.
Yeah.
And they'll just be, it's kind of, they're like right now there's slop movies for slop people.
Yeah.
And they'll just be more of that.
Well, at least as of right now, like there are slop movies like that were actually made by people.
Yeah, but like there's like very little difference between like a heavily curated Marvel movie and AI slop fest. The only difference is 100,000 people worked on that Marvel movie.
True.
But the work that they're doing is so heavily curated, it's almost AI, the way that it looks.
Yeah, but I don't know. At least like if a human is working on it, they can spot like if Spider-Man is clipping through a tank, or if Deadpool has 3 arms when he should only have 2.
Yeah. It's a lot of it is a lot of art is figuring out what imperfections to leave in.
Yeah.
And why. And AI is just trying to be too perfect, and the people making it and the people who generate with it don't know why it can't be that perfect. Don't know why it shouldn't be that perfect. And that's when I see a Marvel movie, I'm like, this is too perfect. It should be like something going like Superman. There's like lens flares and shit, and you're like, all right, now this looks like somebody filmed it on themselves. So like, it's got a little bit of a human element to it.
Superman, he fucking punches that one guy's teeth and it bounces off the camera lens. So
Yeah,
there you go.
You want a little bit of that like texture, you know. You don't want it to like a Marvel movie. They'd be like, "Cut, we gotta redo it."
Yeah.
hit the camera lens.
And they focus tested into oblivion.
Yeah, they did focus test. I'm not happy about them getting rid of the title, the days of the week in the.
Yeah, that would like. I don't think that would.
I think people are fucking dumb because when you focus test things, people feel like they're being asked what's wrong.
Yeah.
So they have to say something, and that was probably the most prominent thing in the movie for them to think about. Like, oh, why were there days of the week? Like that's not why you were confused. That actually probably would have helped a lot in the movie.
But I
didn't finish the movie, by the way.
Counterpoint: you saw him save the squirrel.
Yes,
because that actually focus tested negatively.
Yeah,
but James Gunn's like, "Nah, keep the fucking squirrel."
Yeah, it was such a small part.
Yeah, like you know, it proves
the days of the week would have helped.
The days of the week like would have been good. Yeah, I think that would not have negatively impacted the movie.
I think it would have helped. It would have helped you know like where you are in the story.
What we're saying is, how do I get my kids to watch Superman and not like the fucking Peppa Pig nonsense they've been watching? I deleted Paramount Plus off of my Apple TV so they wouldn't watch Peppa Pig, but people upload Peppa Pig onto YouTube, and that there's the loophole right there. And then the algorithm says, "Oh, maybe you'll like this," and it's fucking a shitty render of Peppa and what's in Susie Sheep doing the Wicked trailer.
Don't they have Super Friends or whatever, the kid Marvel stuff? I mean the kid DC superhero stuff. That like Wonder Woman show. There was a bunch of kids.
Yeah, there was like the DC Supergirls.
There was the Super Pets one.
The Super Pet. They liked the Rock's movie Legion of Super Pets.
Okay, yeah,
they like that.
Okay,
yeah. And then I have to explain to them because the post-credit scene is an explicit Black Adam reference, and I have to be like, "This will never make sense to you,"
and it never has.
Yeah. So. Anyway, speaking of human touch, the Toasty guy is leaving NetherRealm Studios.
This guy.
After 30 years, longtime Mortal Kombat audio director Dan Forden is no longer a part of the team working on the fighting game series. The veteran game developer, famously known as the guy who pops up in the corner and yells, "Toasty!" when uppercutting someone in a Mortal Kombat game, has left NetherRealm. On October 2nd, as spotted by PC Gamer, Forden posted on Instagram that Wednesday was his last day at the WWE-owned studio behind Mortal Kombat franchise. Previously, Forden had worked at Midway Chicago, the predecessor to NetherRealm, and the studio that originally developed Mortal Kombat games. Forden has worked on every mainline entry in the franchise, starting with 1992's Mortal Kombat 1, all the way up to 2023's Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay. He had a good run.
He had a good run. You know, NetherRealm is interesting because, like, a lot of the people making Mortal Kombat games worked on the original. Like back in the day, like they've kept that team together. There have been some like people leaving here and there, like John Tobias, the co-creator, like hasn't worked there.
Is that him?
That's him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he doesn't look.
Like that.
But yeah, I think it says something to that team that like, you know, people like Dan Forden can be a part of it for so long.
If I was the Toasty guy. And like everyone knows me as the Toasty guy, I wouldn't want to leave the studio.
I know, yeah. But it's just, you know, you hear so many like layoffs and like, you know, how bad the games industry is. And like, here's a guy who's been there 30 odd years, like working on a passion project, basically. So
that's
hopefully like
to have a job where they are passionate about.
Hopefully, like, you know, obviously someone else is going to come in and like do the audio design in the next Mortal Kombat, but like hopefully like they still have him pop up to do Toasty, or like he hands it off to like his protege or whatever. Like the new audio engineer is like, guess what? Now you got to be Toasty.
Well, it looked like they used an old asset for the last game anyway.
Well, yeah, no, they would still take new pictures of him, and like so he pops.
Well,
up.
There's an old picture, 2019. It's the same picture from 1990.
Oh yeah, because yeah, in 2011 it's a whole new design because he's actually wearing a shirt with toast on it.
Oh, okay. I think they should keep it.
Yeah.
And then look, it's like, I mean, I can't tell if it's. All right. New details on Metroid himself's motorbike.
Nintendo has released more details on Metroid Prime's 4's surprise motorbike mechanic, revealing Samus will be able to summon the vehicle in only specific areas of the game. And
hey, who would have guessed that?
In an update to its Japanese website, Nintendo has now revealed additional details on how Viola, the motorcycle, will work. You can summon Viola whenever you are in an available area, the website reads. Dismounting Viola will return you to Samus's perspective and allow you to resume your exploration. Riding the Vroom Vroom will allow Samus to quickly travel the expanse of the unknown planet Byrus, the website says, and perform special actions to fight enemies and destroy ore deposits scattered across the world. The boost move will give Samus a temporary speed boost, knock back enemies, and shatter ore. The power slide move, meanwhile, can blow away a wide range of enemies and objects, while the projectile move will fire energy that tracks targets. So I think that was like the big question, like what's the deal with the Viola? Yeah. And it looks like it's only in certain parts of the game.
That's exactly what we said it was gonna. That's exactly what it looked like to me in the trailer, and that's exactly what it seems like it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think Metroid Prime 3, like you can ride Samus's ship, but it was only like basically get you from one planet to the next. Like, you couldn't like freely fly around in it.
Yeah, one part of the Metroidvania map to another.
So that looks like that's what Viola is essentially going to function as, which is fine. It does kind of like, because like Metroid is like so seamless in its world, and this like kind of makes it feel like a separate thing altogether.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Although, because in fucking some of the games like Dread and Fusion, like Dread Fusion you take like the elevators down to the different parts, and that kind of feels disconnected. And then in Dread you take like the train to different parts.
Yeah, so
like that would basically replace the train.
That's what I'm saying. There's different sections of the map, and this will be just how to get from one section to the next. Next, PlayStation quietly cancels remaining PlayStation The Concert 2025 tour.
PlayStation.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
PlayStation The Concert is a live stage show featuring music from across PlayStation's 30-year history, notably including music composed by Gustavo Santaolalla, The Last of Us, Joris Deman, Horizon, Ian I'm gonna do it. Ian Eshkiri, Ghost of Tsushima, and Bear McCreary, God of War, and more. The tour kicked off in the UK earlier this year with shows taking place in multiple cities, including London and Glasgow. However, the tour's European run seemingly ran into trouble with several events reportedly canceled in countries like Poland, Sweden, Normandy, Italy, and other plans for Germany and Budapest pushed back till next summer. Now, it appears ticket buyers for PlayStation The Concert's US dates are set for a similar disappointment after social media users reported being notified of cancellations for planned 2025 events in Atlanta, Cleveland, Detroit, Charlotte, and more. Organizers GEA Live have confirmed to VGC that all remaining 2025 North America dates for PlayStation The Concert have been canceled. It is with great regret that we have canceled PlayStation The Concert 2025 tour dates in North America, a spokesperson said. Our team has spent a considerable amount of time developing this project, and we share in the disappointment of fans who will no longer be able to attend. We extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported the show and appreciate your understanding in making this difficult decision.
So they don't give really a reason.
We you appreciate our understanding in making this difficult decision. We don't know why you made the decision.
Yeah.
You just canceled them.
I mean, everyone's getting their money back. So
right. Yeah, but still.
There's potential for like people to have travel plans.
Yeah.
They can't refund exactly. That's unfortunate. I'm very curious. Is it like they didn't sell enough tickets? Is it just too expensive to operate?
I don't know. I guess.
I mean, all these companies are struggling right now. So having a big expense like this is like a passion project. Having a big expense like this, just like for the fun of it, it's not really becoming worth it anymore. Anyway, last news. Mina the Hollower. This is very
yeah.
Mina the Hollower delayed. Definitely.
This week, our team made the tough decision. We decided to delay Mina the Hollower. The entire crew has been working tirelessly day and night to finish development for release on October 31st, but we're just not quite there yet. This isn't a major delay. It's just a stretch of time to apply some final polish and balancing to make the game truly shine. With that said, we would like to apologize. Nevertheless, we will not waver on our commitment to quality. Our goal is to make sure our development team has the time and resources to deliver an incredible adventure, and we will give you just that. That's no hollow promise. Hollow. They did the thing. We don't want to announce another release date until it's submitted to platforms, so please hang tight as we reach the finish line. The game is so close to being done. We're playing it from start to finish every day. In the final hours, this is what the crew is working on. Finalizing art, design, and sound, overall gameplay balance, implementing localization, eating cheese, testing on all platforms. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Sincerely, Yacht Club Games crew. See, they explained to us what's going on, so we understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting about time where it has to be submitted to the platform. I mean, it's
Yeah.
past time where it has to be submitted to to the platforms for certification.
Yeah.
So they weren't ready.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that Indefinitely isn't.
It's not gonna be
It's
like
not like it's not like they're never making the game. Like I think it's just around the corner. They just have to
I
polish
mean,
it up a little bit.
It's
This game's been in development for a really long time.
I mean, I don't think it's coming out this year at this point.
I think it might.
You think it's?
I think it might.
Chance?
Yeah, I think it could come out just like a month later. I think that.
See,
I think they just didn't want to hit certification yet.
I think if it was going to come out this year, they would have said that. I think by then, I don't think it's going to come out like late 2026.
I think they're holding off because it is very difficult to work with Nintendo. Getting the game ready is one thing. They could probably get the game ready and put it on Steam whenever they want.
Yeah.
But Nintendo takes a while to certify.
Right.
And that's a very big platform for them. So I understand why they would want to say indefinitely and not give a specific date.
Yeah.
They said they're very, very close. So I think it's around the corner.
Right.
If I had to guess.
I mean, I'm not, you make a good point. I just feel like if it was going to come out this year, they would have said, and again,
they're giving themselves space.
I know.
You know?
I don't think it's going to come out late 2026, but like, definitely like within the first few months.
Put the demo back up.
There you go. Do that.
Put the demo back up so people have something to do.
Yeah.
And by people, I mean me, because I missed the demo. I didn't get to play it. This reminds me, on Twitter they announced it, and this guy Tech Sauce, I'm pretty sure watches this show, said, I can understand if this game looked at all like the key art, but it looks like a Game Boy game from 35 years ago. Come on. And then I responded, this is going to tear your whole world apart. And it's just a picture of the box art from the first Castlevania game. Because that's what this game is trying to mimic.
Yeah.
Anyway. I played, I think it was like an hour-long demo years ago.
Yeah.
Like
I played that demo
5 years ago. It's great.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to play the new demo, but that demo was sick. So many people got to try the new demo. So ask one of them. I'll be waiting for this game. That is all the news, right?
Yeah, all the news.
Okay, here's your tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
I thought this was funny. I think it's just like a typical meme that's been circulating around.
Yeah, I've seen this meme before.
This is in response to Theo Von mad that Ice used a clip of his.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the podcast. This tweet is a frog with a scorpion on its back, and it says, "Why did you sting me? I shall die, and you surely will die too," said the frog. Scorpion says, "Libtard," said the scorpion. "Trump 2028."
Yeah. That's what you get.
Anyway, now we're talking to you guys.
Yes. Let's start with people who have comments on last week's Wolf Den Podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wolf Den Podcast.
Nameless X Silent says, I work all day and only have a short amount of time to play games. I'm not playing for an hour and advance like 15 minutes in the story because I died on. I'm not playing for an hour and I advance like 15 minutes in the story because I died on something. Will, I am with you and play on easy. I get the feel of the game and I get the entire story.
Yeah, they're talking about like, you spending a whole hour and only progress like 15 minutes because you keep like dying and whatnot. Yeah. Easy mode is not a bad thing.
I will stop myself from playing a game because I don't want to spend too long playing the game. You know? Like I don't want to. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to. Like, oh, if I'm gonna play Death Stranding, it's gonna be like there's gonna be cutscenes and stuff. I don't really have time for that, so I just will scroll TikTok instead, and I gotta get over that.
Right.
Anyway, Brewman says Star Force is the spiritual successor to Battle Network. It's very good. What do you mean spiritual successor?
It's like
just a successor.
Like
it's Mega Man.
Yeah, spiritual successor implies like it's a different franchise altogether.
Yeah.
I guess the spiritual successor and like it's not a direct continuation of it, kind of like how Mega Man 0 is not like a direct continuation of Mega Man X, but like it's in the same vein, right?
Yeah, but like Mega Man X is not a continuation of Mega Man, but it's in the same thing. Anyway,
it's semantics.
Anyway,
Star Force
is the spiritual successor to Battle Network. It's very good and one of my favorite TGS announcements. Calling it bottom of the barrel hurts, Bob. I'm sorry, but they're running out of collections to put in the Mega Man collection. Although the last Battle Network collection was the best-selling collection.
Really?
I think that's what I heard.
Wow.
Mike says, Wolf Bros, spelt wrong. If you could get one full remake of any game, what would you pick? My choice would be Ocarina of Time.
I got mine. It was Resident Evil 2 remade in the style of Resident Evil 4. So I'm done. That's it. No more. I don't care.
Yeah, you actually were asking for that.
And it happened.
Like way before that was ever a twinkle in their ball sack.
So I'm good. Don't have to. I mean, like, if we're getting pedantic here, it's not like exactly what I asked for. When I said Resident Evil 2,
you took a shot in the dark and they got damn close.
They got closer than they had any right to get. And it is so I got the game I wanted.
I'm sure I can think of some. Oh, I want Metal Gear 1. I just want that, but like a real like
the MSX Metal Gear or like
no,
Solid.
I think I want Metal Gear Solid. I wouldn't mind the MSX one, but Kojima's got to do it. I don't want anybody else to do it. Other than that, I would say Mario 64. Just redo it.
Right.
Just redo the whole game. But they would never do that.
Yeah.
High Wind NJ says, okay, but like, what if I said Evangelion isn't worth the watch?
Oh,
that's fine.
Hot take.
That's
a hot take.
That
I don't know anybody who has ever said. Even fake fans don't say that.
That's fine. I saw a meme that was like, maybe the anime that you love the most isn't that good. You just watched it at a vulnerable time in your life. And I was like, that's definitely true.
That's everything, though. That's like, that applies to so much.
Anime really tries to, like, get you hooked in with some, like, emotional shit.
Yeah.
And, like, if you're, like, an angsty teen and you watch the right anime, you're going to get sucked into that anime, you know? I did watch a couple of animes over the past couple of years, and I couldn't get into any of them, and that's probably because I'm not in a vulnerable point in my life. Eighth says, hated Forza Horizon 4 and 5, so I decided to drop the series. I'm so annoyed that 6 is in Japan because I've been getting into Togue racing on Assetto Corsa lately. Togue.
I think he means Touge. Togue racing, a form of illegal street racing popularized in Japan, involves driving at high speeds on narrow, winding mountain pass roads to test the driver's skill and courage against other racers or just the road itself. Oh, as seen in the popular 2000s movie Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. That was the end of that movie. Sorry, so in Japan it's spelled T-O with the line on top G-E.
Okay, Togue.
Yeah, Togue, yeah. That race at the end, okay, Fast and the Furious time. That's a bad race at the end. The climax down the mountain.
Is that the only race?
No, there's like other races. They're like drifting in the in a parking garage.
Okay.
But like that, because it takes place at night and it's dark and you can't see shit.
That's not good for a movie.
No.
You got to be able to see what's going on in the movie.
You know what's even more impressive though is that the fourth Fast and the Furious movie, Fast and Furious, managed to top that by being an even worse climactic race, because that takes place again at night in the dark, but in a tunnel. Like an underground tunnel. So like you still can't see shit.
Have you seen all of them?
I have seen all of them for somehow.
Sorry, I brought it up.
And I'll tell you this. The best race in all of them. In all 10 of these fucking movies, including Hobbs and Shaw. And yes, I've seen Hobbs and Shaw. The best race in all of them is in the first fucking movie. It's the one where they're trying to steal the DVD players out of the back of the truck at the end, and the guy's dangling off the side of the semi, because that felt real. That felt actually real and dangerous, and there's actual tension, and it's actually scary, and it's like none of the other fucking races in the series could match up to that. I know 5 is a better movie. I know 7 is a better movie, but 1 has the best race.
Is 5 a better movie?
5 is a better movie.
Is that the one where they drag a safe?
Yes.
That is the only one I've seen.
It's like Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yep.
You only need to watch one.
Yep.
You don't need to watch.
I got it. When I was watching, I was like, I get it now. I get everything. Scott the Sloth, thanks for the 300 bits. Will killed it over on a Nerd Nest.
Thank you. Yes, I surprised you over on the Nerd Nest podcast. Go check that out. I'm Nerd Nest
I
podcast.
gotta watch it. Professor Rock, thanks for becoming the guy. Why do you watch all these trash movies? Will, play some games. Hey, he plays trash games.
I do play trash games. That's true. I don't know. This might have been pandemic era, and we decided like we want to just watch all the Fast and Furious movies, and my wife and I are just like, yeah, why not? Who cares? Let's just do it. So we did, and you know what? Like, half of them are pretty good. The other half are not.
Fast and Furious is the best game to video franchise. GTA is the best game to video franchise. GTA. Saying it's like, I guess he's saying it's like GTA. What do you think about this video from Nintendo today? Let's talk about that. Have you seen this?
No, I saw saw pictures of it, and I'm like, I don't want to know what this is.
Yeah, this creeped me the hell out. I was gonna tweet something about it, but all I could think of is like what the fuck? But it seems like you look at the comments and it seems pretty obvious this is a Pikmin thing.
Yeah, I think it was Stealth on Blue Sky compared it to when they announced Famicom Detective Agency for Switch, like one of those games. Like they prefaced it with like this just a weird trailer.
Yeah.
And it wound up being Famicom Detective Agency. So this might be just a weird trailer for Pikmin 5.
It looks like a really weird Pixar
movie.
Like there's a mom and a baby, and the baby is like playing around with a, what do you call that? Pacifier that's thank you. Pacifier that's moving around on its own.
Yeah.
And the reason why everybody thinks it's Pikmin is because there's some hidden objects in the background that are moving as well.
Mm-hmm.
And in Pikmin lore, let's see if a reply will say it. Yeah, in Pikmin lore, Pikmin are invisible to the human eye, but can be seen through your smartphone, according to the Pikmin mobile game.
Okay.
So, and that's Pikmin's thing, is moving stuff.
Okay.
So if things are moving, then it's, I would guess it's probably Pikmin.
Yeah.
Didn't we just get a Pikmin game? Or am I just old?
We got Pikmin 4 fairly recently.
2023. Yeah. Okay, it is a little weird to
yeah.
You know, Pikmin had like a web series.
Yeah. Pikmin is popular outside of our
Yeah.
bubble.
Yeah, Pikmin had like a little web series for
Yeah.
a while, so this
They
could
had-
be something like that.
That screenshot is from their Pokemon Go like game.
Yeah.
So
But why can Olimar and Co see them? They're aliens.
they're not humans.
Spiritual Bear says, "Hey Bob, I got a $10 certificate from Best Buy. My question is, should I use it for Galaxy 2 or Death Stranding 2?" That's like such a wild difference. in
Yeah.
game. Never played Galaxy 2, but loved 1 and loved Death Stranding as well. Those are probably 2 great games.
Yeah.
I haven't played Death Stranding 2 or Mario Galaxy 2, honestly. I've only played the beginning of each of the first ones, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't. You gotta figure out what mood you're in to pick one of those. Those are 2 wildly different games. But most people probably watch this animation on their smartphones and still couldn't see the Pikmin. Okay. Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't see the Pikmin if you're a human. Oh, here are the clues. We got a round
we
of
got the clues. Okay.
Yep, it's from Stealth. Showing the little thing moving in the background. Oh, yeah, and some of the music is like reminiscent of the main theme of Pikmin.
Okay. All right. So
And that's it.
yeah.
Those are all the clues. Bob, please stream Mario Galaxy 2. Maybe I'll do it on. Oh no, I might not. Sorry. I wanted to congratulate Will on his awesome participation of the Nerd Nest podcast, specifically when he dropped the WULFF Den promo all the time.
I mean, like, look,
You gotta do it.
you gotta do it. You
Gotta
play,
do it.
play the game. You gotta play the game, man.
I beat Star Allies in just 4 hours. That's part of the reason it reviewed bad. It's a $60 game with $20 of content. If it was like a great 4 hours, then fine.
Yeah.
Bob, you interested in Game Hub Lite? I don't know what that is. I've been trying to do mostly game native. Oh no. No telemetry plus fully offline? Does it have cloud saves? I need cloud saves. If it doesn't have cloud saves, then throw it in the garbage. Oh, you want to see this?
Yeah, I was looking at it before. I thought it was a 3DS.
I know. So this is what this week's video is going to be.
Okay.
This is the Ein Thor. It is sick as all hell. Here you go.
Heavy.
Fewer permissions and more. Oh, that's what it. People don't like Game Hub because it asks for a lot of permissions.
Okay.
That is also not nearly as heavy as some of the other.
I mean,
full
yeah,
screen
but
devices out these days. So
YouTube notifications.
Yep, I gotta turn those off. So, or just watch it.
I went to go turn it off.
You can hit the home button, the physical home button on the bottom
Alright, I see
left.
it, yeah, there we go.
So tap one of those icons. You got
see game native.
So do you want to play Wii U, 3DS, DS, or Nintendo Switch?
I guess DS.
Regular DS. So it's the green one on the bottom.
This one.
Yeah.
And 3DS.
Tap it with your finger. There you go.
Okay.
Now you can use the controller and do whatever you want.
Okay. Ooh,
It has
Kirby
everything-
Canvas Curse. That's a game.
Has everything Game Hub has without the 36 provisions. It's 50% smaller in size, which means Game Hub has 60 megabytes of just tracking and telemetry. So can you do cloud saves?
Too loud.
So Will is now currently playing Kirby Canvas Curse on
Yes.
the Ein Thor.
If I remember how to play. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, there we go. Ah, no. Kirby.
So you managed to pick a game that uses the touchscreen.
Yes.
And notably, this is a capacitive touchscreen, so you have to use your finger.
Yes.
You can't use a stylus. So that is a little weird.
Which is, I mean, like, they make styluses that work on capacitive touchscreen.
It's not the same. It feels dramatically different.
Yeah, just use a sausage or something.
Use a sausage. I was playing Rhythm Heaven, and it felt a little weird, like
Okay.
dragging my finger across. But
Right.
you seem to be having a decent.
I mean, this isn't a game that like requires like pinpoint.
It does later in the
I
game,
guess,
towards the
yeah.
end of the game. Kirby's Canvas Curse might be. I mean, it's a top 3 Kirby game. It might be the best Kirby game.
100%.
Though. It is a phenomenal game.
Play a game with buttons. Oh, you know what's tripping me up? Like the face buttons aren't like I keep hitting A, and that
Yeah,
X is B.
it's really annoying on these consoles. Like they're labeled as Nintendo labels,
But they're
you
actually-
have to tell it that it's an Xbox controller, and then the emulator readapts it to be the
Okay.
Nintendo controller. So it's weird how everything works.
yeah.
So what's this now?
Contra 4.
Oh, I've never even played this.
I mean, it's fucking Contra.
I was getting games that like aren't like Nintendo first party games, so
Right.
that I won't get sued.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard this is a good one.
Nintendo's Switch stylus is good. You just need to apply a bit more pressure. They have an official Switch stylus?
I guess. Neat.
Yeah, this is like I think maybe my favorite handheld right now.
The Ein Thor.
The Thor, yeah. This thing is sick as hell. So this video will hopefully be out Thursday.
Hey, $250. Not bad.
Yeah, that one will probably do everything that you want. The one that I have right here is the $350 one, which
Okay.
they provided to me. I did not pay for.
Right.
It launches next week. And I do not get any credit. I don't even have an affiliate link with them or anything. All right. Guys, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the WULFF DEN Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WULFDEN or youtube.com/WULFF Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WULFDEN Podcast, so you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all those respective platforms.
I'll have a video up on the Ein Thor on Thursday. Otherwise, I think we'll be seeing you next week. I don't know if I'm going to stream Thursday night. I'll try, but I doubt it. Thank you so much. See you later. Go watch AJ and go watch Will on the Nerd Nest podcast.
Yeah.
And then you will be on AJ's podcast eventually.
Eventually.
Will's doing the podcast circuit.
Eventually. I gotta talk to him about that.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.